I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. It. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
Here we go. It's another edition of the Daily Puck Drop. We've had some days off. It is Monday, December 29th. I think we did 2 countdowns there just because I lost track of time and just hit it again. That, you know what? When you take some time off, you're a little rusty. We are here for you. We're back. A little break. But now we get you set for what will be just a monumental football game coming up this weekend between the Seahawks and the 49ers. We'll get you all covered today on Monday's edition. Jim is here. We'll get to him momentarily. We'll talk Hawks, Niners, Seahawks defense. Are you worried about Sammy Darnold? Why is the game on Saturday night? For God's sakes, we'll cover it all on today's Daily Puck Drop. Of course, we're inside the Limback Lumber Studios. Big thanks to Limback Lumber for all of their support. 206-782-3487. Also, visit them at limbacklumber.com for all of your lumber needs. Follow me on all the social media channels, Puck Sports everywhere, except for TikTok, which is Puck_sports. And find everything up at pucksports.com, including signing up to become a Pucks Posse member. You support everything that we do here daily on the Daily Puck Drop. Plus, we give you added bonus shows throughout the week. We will have another edition of KJ Arntz with Mitch Levy this week, but it's going to be tomorrow because we're moving some things around with New Year's Eve and then, of course, New Year's Day. But he's here. He's back after a Christmas celebration with the family in Bend, Oregon. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Claus himself, Jimmy Moore, brought to you by...
Hey, Puck, I'm brought to you by a Clean Streak out of Oak Harbor. They'll clean your roof. They'll clean your gutters. They'll pressure wash your driveway. They'll do it all. Brian Turner and his crew, they're window washing experts, too. So give them a call, 360-395-5748. You can get a free estimate. You can also go to acleanstreak.com. We love Brian Turner. He has all kinds of positive reviews there on Yelp and TikTok and Reddit and wherever the hell you find those reviews. All right. Brotherton Cadillac and Shoreline, Brotherton Cadillac and Brotherton Buick GMC in Renton. Brad Brotherton. You've heard me talk about Brad Brotherton. You know why? He's a great guy. He's a great car dealer owner. He's just sensational. I say go Cougs to him every time I see him. Buy a car for your wife, your kid, anyone, all right? Bring in the new year with a new car from BrothertonAuto.com. And New Year's Eve is coming up. Did you know that, Puck? I don't know if you go out and celebrate New Year's Eve, but a lot of people do. The best place to do it, we all know, the Angry Beaver in Greenwood. You can say hello to Matt Baker, go Cougs to Matt Baker, and ask for a free shot of Jägermeister. He will oblige you. He will say, you know, Jim Moore told me that you get a free shot of Jägermeister. So ask Matt for one when you go to the Angry Beaver in Greenwood. You'll have a blast there. So tell them hello for us from pucksports.com.
Yeah, not a big, I do not go out on New Year's Eve, maybe way back in the day in the early 20s, but not anymore. No, it's amateur hour. It is. What
do you think of this one? There were some people out in the neighborhood the other day. They were caroling. It was old school caroling, going door to door and singing Christmas carols.
I like it.
They have a New York New Year's Eve celebration. So what they do is they celebrate New Year's at 9:00 because, you know, a lot of us are getting older and we go to bed then after 9:00, but it's midnight in New York.
Okay.
You like that one?
That's fine. Sure. I mean, I can stay up until midnight. I think I can pull that off, but I'm not going, certainly not going out to a bar. No, I don't. I just, it's
okay.
It's like going out at a bar in Cinco de Mayo. Amateur.
No, Cinco de Mayo, you have to go to a Mexican place, don't you?
No, you do not.
You don't?
No. Amateur.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. You go out on St. Patrick's Day, another amateur hour.
Green beers? Why? Why not?
Can't you do it? Can't you do that at home?
Oh, so you're like Mr. Professional Cocktail Guy.
No, I'm just you can't make a margarita at home.
Well, yeah, you can, but
God,
it's getting expensive going out though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, of course it is.
I mean, we had Mikey's girlfriend was in town.
Terrible.
And it's not like I'm cheap or frugal or whatever the words are, but God, you go out, you have a couple drinks, you got 5 people ordering off a menu. It's like $200.
Well, of course, yeah. Welcome. Welcome to the real world.
I got the tab the other
Where's
night.
your
I'm going,
thing?
God, 185, and then you go 20% on top of that. Yeah, that Social Security fixed income thing doesn't last very long when you're doing stuff like that.
Speaking of that, what do you think tickets are to the game? How expensive do you think tickets are Saturday to Santa Clara? I have looked up into trying to go down there. I was thinking this might kind of be a fun game to go to.
Oh yeah, take the vampire with you.
Yeah,
I'm thinking 500 minimum.
500 just to get in the door.
Yeah,
really?
For a game like that with the one seed on the line.
Okay, let's look at it. Tickets. I'm going to go to venuekings.com. What's the God? You're not, but you were close.
You
were close. If I just wanted to go to in the door, 411. God, you were close. I thought you were crazy. In section 406, which is up in the nosebleeds in the corner of the end zone, is going to cost you $411 per ticket. Good.
Okay,
Lord.
see now you and I probably would not do that. It'd be
I'm not going to
cost prohibitive. But if the Cougs were playing for the national championship,
well, of course. I mean, that first of all, that's at a totally different conversation that we're having. They're playing for the national title game. I'm gonna have sacrificed. I'm gonna give them one of my kids. Take them.
411 would seem cheap to us.
411. The most expensive ticket. Going down. If you want to sit section 109, which is not even a great seat, I'll be honest with you, in the end zone on the Seahawks side. 109 will get you $11,000 per ticket.
God, I guess there's some people that have that kind of money.
Who does? I'd like to meet them. Can they adopt us? Is it too late to be adopted by a family that would have enough money to spend $11,000 on one ticket? So it's going to be an expensive ticket there Saturday night in Santa Clara.
I still think there's going to be a lot of Seahawks fans that travel down to the game though for that and find a way. It's not that far of a drive either. If you wanted to drive down there, it's 12 hours. 12 hours if you're moving.
Yeah, but I mean, it's I'm going the speed limit, going on 70. It's 12 hours. It's only 840 miles or something.
Seattle to San Francisco takes longer than 12 hours. I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up. How much do you want to bet?
I'm going to say that when I do the Google Maps thing, that it's going to tell me 14 hours. That's
14 hours? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll split the difference. Maybe it's 13. I don't know.
Seattle to San Francisco.
Let's go to Santa Clara, though. You got to go Santa Clara. It's not it's Santa Clara South.
Santa Clara.
Do 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 do.
It says 20 hours by Greyhound. Well, wait a minute. Let me go ahead.
Don't take a Greyhound.
What else do you have? Well, bring up something about the game that in
Can
Charlotte.
You not look it up? Just put a.
I'm looking it up. It's taking me a while. God, give me a break. You've already given me a hard time about this mark on my face here.
I didn't give you a hard time. I asked you what happened.
And I didn't like. I already told you I didn't like what you tweeted out about everybody falling and all these pratfalls that you think are so funny.
People falling down is funny.
Not when it's you.
Well, of course not when it's you, but when it's other people, it's funny to watch people fall. You want me to give you something else about
Would you have laughed at me last year when I fell 3 times on the ice down here in Bend? Would you have found that funny? And the third time I thought I had a concussion because I was seeing stars. And Sky and River are down there licking my face, hoping that I was okay, I think.
Yeah,
you'd have been standing there laughing.
No, I wouldn't have been laughing right away. I would have had my phone out videotaping you falling. And then probably laughing afterwards. Seahawks, Niners? Yeah. What's the line on it, Gamblers? At 1.5? Something like that? Niners?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Are you just guessing, or did you look it up?
No, I think I saw it. Is that am I correct of what I saw? Is that the line? Something like that? Are you still looking up how long it takes?
You're closer than I am. It's 12 hours and 54 minutes.
Well, you want to know why? Do you think maybe I looked it up?
No.
Okay.
839 miles.
Yeah, I looked it up yesterday. I was like, what if I drive down there? How long would it take? It's not that long of a drive. 840 miles is not that long.
Yeah, I probably was thinking 14 to 16 because you stop.
But now that the tickets are that, I'm not going.
No,
a little too much.
no. You have people though.
People I know. Yes, I know people, but I don't have people that are going to get me. Well, actually, that's not true. Yes, I could probably get the tickets. But
Yeah, who's that guy down in San Francisco? That 49er guy. Niner
John
Nate.
Lund? Oh,
No,
Niner. Do you think Niner Nate come on. Niner Nate doesn't have any pull for Seahawks and Niners tickets.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't you kind of like the Seahawks in that game?
I don't know. You got to tell me which version of this offense is going to show up. Which version of Sam Darnold?
Oh, yeah. That was another tweet of yours. You hated that first half, didn't you? I mean, you probably hated the first half of the last 7 games.
Did you enjoy the first half of the Panthers game?
Well, I didn't hate it like you did. Was it surprising to you?
Yeah, because Carolina's defense is not good.
Detailed everything that they have done the last 7 first halves.
Well, because Carolina's defense is not good. That's why. It's not a good defense.
Well, it's better than that San Francisco one that they're going to face.
Not by much. Not by much. It's not. I looked it up. It's not by much because I saw, the Niners defense is terrible and Seahawks going to run all over them. Panthers defense is not good either. In fact, San Francisco's better against the run than Carolina, like significantly better.
Isn't it funny, though, because we sit here and the Seahawks have a chance of breaking the win total record for a season. And they also have a chance of winning 8 games on the road, which they've never done.
It's remarkable.
And all these different things, the highest scoring team in franchise history, all these different high water marks. And yet, if you're like me, you look at them and you go, I'm not so sure they're going to
because it's
reach
the
goals
quarterback
they're trying to get to with Sam Darnold as their quarterback.
Because people aren't. I had this conversation Saturday night with somebody. Just not sold on the quarterback. Not sold. The guy looks at me and goes, it's been a hell of a season. It's fun. The defense is great. He goes, they ain't winning the Super Bowl with Sam Darnold.
No, I agree with that.
He's like, they ain't doing it. It's not going to happen. I'm like, yeah, but can't you kind of twist? Can't you look at it? Maybe they can't. Say, no. He's like, no, you can't. And I'm like, so it's hard to argue.
First half against the Commanders, Sam Darnold, you're going to beat everybody by 30.
It's hard to argue against it. You just need him to can we not have any more passes batted down? Like that's number one.
Thrown into helmets.
How many passes does this guy get batted down? Or ricochet off someone. He has to lead. Well, first of all, I know he leads the league, or he's second, I think.
Turnovers. Yeah,
I know, but he's second in the league. I read this with Mike Sando, had it in The Athletic this morning on his pick 6 column. He's number 2. I think they keep stats for everything. Number 2 in balls batted at the line of scrimmage behind Trevor Lawrence. Isn't he like 6'3"?
What do you make of that? Because it's not like he's Russell Wilson short or anything. And it's not like he throws, 3 quarters like Phillip Rivers or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a fair concern, isn't it? I mean, it might sound like, oh God, Jim's being negative again, but we all watch these games with Darnold and we're all pulling for him. We all like him. We're rooting for him, all that stuff. But at the same time, he can be sensational. And then the next play just be shit. And it's just like, how can you go most quarterbacks aren't, I don't know what.
Hey, can we think we can send an email to Clint Kubiak? Can we stop with the rollouts to the left? Does that seem like it ever works when they roll out to the left?
I kind of like him rolling out of the pocket though.
No, so do I, but can he go the other way where it's not like it's very awkward to roll out to your left when you're a right-handed quarterback? Is there a way to roll out to the other side?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair. But
yeah,
I don't think they're going to have to be all that concerned about that against the Niners, though.
Well, you're right. There, you had tweeted.
He should have a clean pocket, shouldn't he?
Oh, look at you!
I don't think he'll have a clean pocket.
What's up, Ball Dinger? You're going into clean pocket talk.
Well, they won't be able to move him off the spot like other teams. How's that?
They're good.
They have 18 sacks all year. That's it.
Well, it's because they lost.
They're last by a mile. I looked it up today. I do research for this show prep.
Well, they've lost 2 pretty significant players off that defense.
Okay, fine. I know there are reasons for it, But still, you got to like going into this game knowing that Sam Darnold's going to be like looking around going, okay, let's see. There's JSN over there. Oh, yeah, there's Barner. There's, oh, wait, I can just throw it out to Kenny over here. I mean, he'll have all time. He won't have any turnover Saturday night. That's a hot take right now, okay? He's not going to have a single turnover Saturday night because that Niners defense isn't good enough to pressure him.
Man, I don't like what you're doing here because you know what I'm smelling? I'm smelling a great bet. I'm just...
Oh, go ahead and bet. Okay, go ahead.
No, because I'm not going to bet for
$50 Darnold does not turn it over Saturday night.
I can't do it.
Everything is going for you on this one because Darnold last year at this time, the Vikings were getting ready to play the Lions, and all of a sudden, he went from being this guy who led the team to a 14-2 record to just trash.
Yeah, so I'm not going to bet that. I am not going to sit
because turning into a pumpkin part of the program.
Yeah, I'm not going to bet, hey, I hope Sam Darnold has a turnover in the game just to win $50.
I heard, you know what Mitch was saying this morning? You know, I listened to Mitch Unfiltered. He's on your KJ Arndt thing.
Never heard of him.
So he's advising people, and I'm advising against this, and I hate people who do this. So I hate Mitch right now.
Okay.
He's advising people to bet a couple of $100 on San Francisco. And his reasoning, and I've got a buddy who does this kind of crap too. I think it's bullshit. Like he talks about betting against the Cougs, you know, and if the Cougs win, you're happy, but if they lose, you still win money. That's what Mitch is saying, that if the 49ers win, you're not going to be too happy about it, but the consolation prize is you won $200. No, you know what you need to do is put 200 on the Seahawks and be doubly happy and not do this hedging bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah. So I love the Seahawks getting points. The fact that they're 1.5 point underdogs tells me that Vegas, and you too, Puck, tells me that Vegas thinks if this game was on a neutral field, they'd be favored.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly right.
3 to 4 points for the home team.
You got to think that you're right because you got to think their offense is going to be able to move the ball against them because their defense is not great. They've lost, losing Warner, losing Bosa. They just their corners aren't good. I mean, Chicago's got a good offense, but Chicago was, just up and down the field on them, left and right. And so you would think that they will score a bunch of points. Question is now, can they slow down Brock Purdy and that offense? That offense is humming. Have you seen Brock Purdy the last 3 games?
Yeah, I've been watching Brock Purdy.
Got 11 touchdowns.
I pull for Brock Purdy. Don't you pull for Brock Purdy? Being Mr. Irrelevant?
Sure, the underdog story, the last player taken.
How good can he be if the Cougs beat him? The Cougs beat Brock Purdy.
He was a true freshman. So let's cut him some slack.
Did they not beat Brock Purdy?
They did. And
Breece Hall for that matter.
That was a good team. The best player was the wide receiver who ends up not being anybody. What was his name? Hakeem Butler? Was that it?
Yeah.
He was like the best player on that team.
Yeah.
They should be able to move the ball up and down the field on them. I would have said that. I feel confident, but then I watched them yesterday against Carolina. Maybe the weather was a factor in all of that. They just have not looked good offensively, especially in the first half. I mean, I know they've set all these records and everything, and they've had these big second halves, but you look what they've done in the last, Atlanta, Colts, Rams, Carolina. They've got 22 points in the first half in those games. 6 against Atlanta, 6 against the Colts, 7 against the Rams, 3 against Carolina.
I'm with you on all of this stuff where you're thinking, man, they're just not good enough to do it. And yet you go, wait a minute.
Oh, I think they're good enough to beat them.
This is a team that's 13-3.
I know.
And you can look at their 3 losses, and you don't have to manufacture the feeling that they could have won those games too and been 16-0 right now.
Easily.
Because what happened in the San Francisco game? They lost. Darnold,
he fumbles the ball
inside the 10.
Yep.
You could conceivably say if that hadn't happened, maybe the next play they get a touchdown and beat them. Then they lost to Tampa Bay in that shootout, 38-35. And I think what happened? There was another turnover that gave Tampa Bay the edge there. And then if he doesn't throw 4 interceptions against the Rams, they're probably going to win that game if he throws 3 or even 2. They for sure win the game.
So stop there. What's the common denominator in all 3 of those losses?
Well, the quarterback
turnovers. What'd you say? How many turnovers does he have? 20?
They're kind of 13-3 in spite of him, aren't they?
Well, they're 13-3 because they've got this unworldly defense. And he was playing in the first half of the season. He was playing great.
Wasn't that great, though, to see the defense, though, play like that? And I know that they played like that for the most part all season.
They're so good.
But they were coming off a game in which they gave up 581 yards to the Rams. Yeah. So you're kind of going, well, maybe they're not as good as we think they are.
They held a freaking quarterback to how many yards did that little guy throw for?
54.
54 yards in an NFL game in 2025. And
I think it was an NFL record for a quarterback who threw 24 times.
Come
on. 54 yards.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
God, he looked like that Bryce Young that shouldn't be playing in the NFL, a year or two ago when we were watching him. And then he's been much better this year. And so
it's been great, but I think he's been fantastic the last 2 years. I think you just got to get a ton of credit to the defense. It's all about what the Seahawks defense is doing. That's the best tackling defense I've ever seen. They don't miss any tackles, especially in the open field.
Yeah, Okada was great yesterday.
Oh, they plug in guys. This DeMarcus Lawrence acquisition, Jesus, just give Schneider the award for the executive year for that alone. You got the interior guys, Murphy's everywhere, and Leonard Williams is everywhere. The Ernest Jones making plays left and right. They are just a fun attacking. I mean, just superior when it comes to tackling. So good.
Well, yeah. Okay, look at that, and then compare it to the San Francisco defense we saw last night. Okay, so then you go back to, I know all these guys like Orlovsky on the Yelling Show and, Hugh, KJR, all these guys will be breaking things down with all their intricate details and all that stuff. Well, you know me, I don't really do that. So I'll just trot out the old cliche that I think is warranted here, that usually in baseball, basketball too, football, but a good defense will beat a good offense. Okay.
Defense wins championships.
Can we go back to that? Can we go back to that right now? Because who would you rather be going to battle with in this game? The Seahawks offense and the Seahawks defense, or the 49ers offense and the 49ers defense?
Yeah, you know what? You're making me feel better. I love this on a Monday. You are. Again, the only thing that makes me, and I'm sure I've shared this opinion with everybody else, is just old 14 makes me nervous. He was in this position last year with a chance to have a team finish with 14 wins, get the number 1 seed, all of that stuff. Plays Detroit and is just terrible. It's awful.
No, it's justified. It's certainly justified because here we are now. Here we are. It's another big game situation for him, and he hasn't exactly flourished in a big game situation. And we're at the end of the year. You bring up the Detroit game from last year. Is he going to fall on his face again, just with a different team this year?
Well, hopefully.
It's bizarre though when you think about a guy that has led his team to what? They were 14-3 last year, 13-3 this year. A quarterback who has a record of 27-6 the last 2 years, and we're talking about him like he's just. I know. Like he's not that good.
Well, have you've seen this? I think they flashed it up on the screen. You probably saw it on social media. I mean, he's joined elite company already. He's one of a handful of quarterbacks who have gone back-to-back seasons with at least 13 wins. And I know it's not all him, but it is a quarterback stat. It's a quarterback-driven league. He has the ball more than anyone. He's the most significant player on the team. They all are. The most important player on the team is the quarterback. But there's only 5 quarterbacks in the history of the sport. Now, has he benefited because of the extra game? Well, he didn't even need the extra. But he's one of 5 quarterbacks to go back-to-back years with 13 wins. I mean, Sam Darnold is in the same room having cocktails with Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Brett Favre, and Aaron Rodgers. Now, doesn't give.
We're not looking at Sam as being a Hall of Fame candidate.
No, we're looking at Sam Darnold, and I'm like, why was his brother in the stands yesterday? The Seahawks fan, the guy that looked just like him but fatter. What?
Can you look just like someone if you're a lot fatter than him?
He wasn't a lot fatter. He was probably like 15, 20 pounds heavier, but the guy looked just like him. They're identical. He's wearing the Sam Darnold jersey. And I believe this is right. If they win this week, I think it's just him and Brady. Would be the only two quarterbacks in the history. Now, again, he gets benefit of the extra game that have had back-to-back seasons with 14 wins. I mean, that is just he needs to get credit for that. He needs, because he's part of two teams that have been able to do it. He's been the quarterback for those two teams. But yet here we are going, God, the thing that makes me the most nervous is Sam Darnold on Saturday.
Okay, let me ask you something. It's just a hypothetical that just flashed in my head. Let's say if you had Russell Wilson in his prime and he was the quarterback of the Seahawks this year, would they have the same record, worse record, or would they be 14-2 or 15-1 right now?
They might be undefeated.
You think?
Yeah.
Because Russell in his prime was pretty damn good.
Well, Russell in his prime's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you. I would think they'd at least be 13-3, if not 14-2, or maybe 15-1.
Just want better. All we're asking is just for some better starts in the first half. And a rollout.
It's got to be a tough one for McDonald, though, and he's even said as much, because you don't want to restrict him, and yet you can't have the turnovers. You don't want him getting gun shy. I mean, so what do you do? How do you talk to him about it? Like, I hope he's seeing mental coaches along the way to deal with this stuff, especially this week.
Yeah.
And he hasn't come. He didn't come through against the Rams. And what?
Well, no,
he did. I mean, the first game against the Rams, the fourth quarter he came through, and the overtime he came through.
Yeah,
so hopefully that was a step in the right direction where he's going to be, 4-quarter Sam and be a lot better than he has been. But boy, the signs are there. I mean, if they're not moving the ball the first half against the 49ers, you'd be going, God, what's going on? Why can't they get going in the first half?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Kubiak's trying to figure all that out.
Because if they can somehow, some way get out to a lead on Saturday, right? And have San Francisco play from behind against that defense, when if at all they could make San Francisco somewhat one-dimensional and take away McCaffrey and how good he is, because I mean they're so balanced and they can run it, they can throw it, they can do everything. But if they can just take it away from them and say, all right, no, we're going to make Brock Purdy have to throw it all the time to beat us. If they can do that, I just think they've got a real chance with how they can fly around and make plays. And this is a defense that is now, even from this year, much improved from that team that they saw in week 1. This is why I do love the schedule this year. And I made this comment before the year. I love how they booked ended. I liked how we started off with them. I like how we end with them. Because I think we all thought, depending on how this season could go, that could be for the division. And here it is. It's great. It's a rivalry that is a great rivalry in the NFL. And it should have been on Sunday night. We can get to that. But again, East Coast, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, whatever. If they want to have a 10-7 game, fine. 9-6, great for them. But the game of the year is going to be Saturday night in Santa Clara. It's going to be phenomenal. To see, I mean, you're talking about going for the number 1 seed, and the job that San Francisco has done with Shanahan, with all the injuries that they've had, going up against Mike McDonald and his team, what he's been able to do in 2 years. But again, I just go back to, if they can somehow make them one-dimensional in a way, shoot. Do you remember when Mike McDonald and Baltimore went in there right around this time? I don't think it was in the playoffs. It was like at the end of the year during Christmas. They beat the shit out of the Niners. I mean, pummeled them. You recall that game?
I do. And, I didn't until I saw Aaron Levine tweeting out last night about it. And, that's a good memory to have in your back pocket, that Mike McDonald, when he was with the Ravens, shut down that 49ers offense. And maybe it's going to happen again. And you like to think it will with the defense that he's constructed here in Seattle. So, yeah, you can also look at it, again, going back to that good defense shutting down a good offense. When the Seahawks win against Denver in the Super Bowl, everybody was talking about the high-flying Broncos and all this. And I see the stats. I mean, Purdy, had 5 touchdowns yesterday? 2 running or 1 running and 4 that he threw for. 5 touchdown passes against the Colts a week before. And so he looks unstoppable.
Looks great.
And then last night I thought, okay, Kittle's not playing. Maybe that's going to be a problem for him. And it wasn't. And so they seem unstoppable. And yet that's Denver seemed that way. And then as Levine brought up and you brought up that game, a couple of years ago when McDonald was there in Baltimore,
2023.
They stopped them. I mean, they not only stopped them, they stifled them.
They murdered them. It was it was game number 15, and the Ravens beat them. I think it was on Monday night games, 33-19. Purdy had 4 picks in that game. I mean, and they pummeled it. Sam, you know who the backup quarterback was? No, I'm looking at the box score.
Was it Darnold?
Sam Darnold came in the game. He was 8 of 14 for 81 yards and had a pick.
Yeah. Now, I love the Seahawks in this game. I know that's a kiss of death because I suck at picking games, but
yeah, sure.
I just think that line it should be a pick 'em.
Well, really, I mean, forget the line. I think I like the Seahawks just money line, just whatever. I don't spread or no spread.
Yeah,
just kind of like them regardless.
Yeah, and you're talking about everybody's like, oh God, it's a short turnaround. Boy, the Seahawks, they had to fly back from Carolina, and man, that one less day. I'm kind of going, that big deal. It's not. They're not playing Thursday. If it was Thursday, I'd be going, okay, that's a short turnaround. But I've been on those private planes that these guys fly on occasionally. Like when I covered the Sonics one year, I was flying on the team plane. It's a lot more comfortable than commercial. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not. Like
I think there is a big difference between someone who is paid to cover a basketball game and write about it, and then when the game is over to go out and drink all night long, and then get up in the morning and then jump on a private plane, and then where they can sleep and be hungover, opposed to a group of men that have been in a 4-hour car crash where they can't walk for 3 days afterwards.
Why are you always such a dick? I'm always so nice to you.
I do think
you could have just said, Jim, that's a good point.
I do think there's a little bit of a difference between the two. I think it's a slight one. I think it's a big one, but there is just a slight difference with hey, I can't move my body for a few days, rather than I can't get out of bed because I've got a pounding headache because I had too much Jack Daniels. I think the NFL did them dirty. It's terrible. I think it's awful.
Really? So you're in that camp of thinking, oh God, the Seahawks, how are they going to be able to do it?
I don't care if it's
24 hours less than what the Steelers and Ravens are getting.
Yeah, I do. I think it's, you have a number 1 seed on the line. Number 1 seed. You want the players rested on their normal schedule, ready to go to battle, and not on a shortened day. Now, we think, one less day is just one less day. Not to these guys, not to them who have sat there in it. They're not normal until Thursday for a game.
It's one less day for San Francisco too.
I'm saying for both teams
already.
No, I'm saying for both teams. The travel doesn't bother. I mean, it's 2 hours or whatever, 2, 3.
Well, if it's for both teams, then what are we talking about? There's no advantage.
But no. I'm saying it's wrong for both of them. Both of them aren't going to be 100%. They wouldn't be 100% on Sunday. The league did them wrong by doing this, and they did. What's the other game? Is it the NFC South on Saturday too? Right? Yeah. Is Bucks? Yeah, they did them wrong. Don't put them on Saturday. Just put them on Sunday. All of it. I knew they were going to go Baltimore. The second Pittsburgh lost, I knew Pittsburgh was going to be the Sunday night game. I just knew it. There was nothing that they could have done to change that, because that's just what they were going to go. They think that's a better rivalry. Ravens, Steelers.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be, he's the ratings guy.
Yeah. Well, so and I get it. The Steelers are a huge draw. The better game is the Seahawks and 49ers. That's the better. Yeah. That has the bigger implications on it. Just saying, I think the league, they want to talk about player safety and all this bullshit that they always put out there. Yet the biggest game of the week to determine who the number 1 seed is in their playoffs, and they're like, that's just one less.
I just think it's something to talk about. Nobody's going to be thinking about this Saturday night.
Well, it's not going to force me not to tune into the game. But if you don't,
I know that. I don't understand why so many people, including you, are making such a big deal out of. Oh my God!
Do you think the players? Do you think it's not a big deal to the players?
I don't think it's a big deal to the players, because the players are focused on how big the game is, and they don't care when they play or where they play it.
I think you are. I think you are very, very wrong about that.
Okay, well,
Very
man,
wrong.
I'm wrong about a lot of stuff. So
I think
I can shift from wrong to very wrong and to very, very, very wrong, and be okay with that.
I think if you ask the players, would you like to have one more day to rest up for the game? I think they're 100% going to say yes, please.
Okay, call Pearson and let's get one. I don't care if it's a backup on special teams. Let's see what.
Oh, I think you've got a better relationship with Dave Pearson. Why don't you give him a call?
No, I don't.
Just reach out.
You have a better one than I do. I've already said publicly I can't stand the guy. You haven't said that.
Hmm?
You like him.
Well,
yeah, I don't. Yeah. So I don't. A person who doesn't like someone, and I know he doesn't like me, I think there's a tendency that he probably will not honor my request. Whereas somebody like you, he might.
I like having all the games on Sunday. They make it like, when baseball does.
Okay, Grandpa Puck.
Yeah. When baseball does the last game of the year and every game, doesn't every game start at the same time?
Yeah, I thought the NFL was going to do that. I thought
that's what I want. I want every game same time on Sunday.
I think the NFL does do that sometimes. If one game has ramifications for another game, they don't want it to be at 10 and then 1 for the other game. Yeah. But I don't know, Puck. I don't think it's that big a deal. I think Saturday night's going to be fine. And
you're missing the point. But that's fine.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
It's not a big deal to the viewer. The ratings are going to be through the roof. That's not what I'm arguing. I'm saying.
By the way, being on a private plane.
You want to know why it's a big deal? Okay, you say it's not a big deal, right? And maybe there's some fans out there who agree with you.
Not a big deal at all.
Not a big deal.
Okay.
Do you think the Seahawks
talking about it? But go ahead. Yeah.
Do you think the Seahawks would like one extra day to see if Rashid Shaheed could come back?
Okay,
no. It's not a big deal, though, Jim. You just told us you just educated us here for the last 10 minutes. It's not a big deal to have one extra day for Rashid Shaheed to come back, or maybe an extra day for Charles Cross, or maybe if you were a Niners fan, an extra day for who's their starting Pro Bowl left tackle that's hurt?
Yeah, Trent Williams. Yeah.
You think maybe they would like an extra day for him to get healthy?
Okay.
No, but it's not a big deal, though.
Okay, that is a very fair point. Very fair point. But
so you want to take back everything
you could also say, hey, look, Charles Cross has one less day to recover, and so does Trent Williams. So you can go both ways with that.
Yeah. I've said it's bad for both teams. Now you see, stand down. You were incorrect. Say I was wrong. I was right. Just do it.
It's like it just seems like we're talking about, oh my God, what a huge inconvenience to have 24 hours lost. If it was Thursday, I'd agree with you.
I want you to call me on Saturday.
Do you think Mike McDonald's going to stand there at the podium if they lose Saturday night and go and say to everybody, you know what? If we had 24 more hours, we could have gotten Shaheed to clear concussion protocol, and we would have won this damn game going away. And I'm pissed off about it, and I'm filing.
No, I don't think he's going to say that. But if they, by having one less day, prevents them from having one of their most dynamic offensive players, then everybody who's like you right now going, oh, it's not a big deal. It's going to be a fucking big deal when they lose because they don't have their top punt returner on the field and they lose by a few points. And it goes from number 1 seed, home field advantage throughout the playoffs, to the number 6 seed playing fucking Philadelphia on the road. Then I want to hear back.
You want me to bring up something else? The 49ers never punt, so it won't matter.
You know what I do like, though, about when they do punt is that son of a bitch sprints as fast as he can down the field.
Well, he's rested.
I enjoy that.
He's rested.
Yeah, but I enjoy how fast he gets down the field.
Yeah. Hey, can I bring up something else that maybe isn't overlooked, but
is it not going to be a big deal not to have some players on the team because they'd have one?
No, I'm bringing up a positive for the Seahawks, if you don't mind. I'm trying to change the subject because I'm worried you might be losing, the few listeners that you have right now.
We don't have any that are watching or listening right now. So you know what? I think my uncle's watching.
Okay, here's what I want to bring up. Jason Myers.
Yeah.
We need to talk more about Jason Myers. I knew he'd been really good this year. Condota, though, pointed out he's made 18 field goals in a row. And we're not talking, oh, God, he's 18 for 18 from the 40 yards in.
Jinx him.
Jason Myers, he's kicking 55-yarders as well as 35-yarders. And the guy, he's right down the middle practically every time. You could move those uprights in a little bit, and I think he would still split them.
He's been great. He's been great. He's
just money in the bank every time.
They're what I love about this team, and you know what? I know everyone says the same thing. We want to be strong in all three phases, right? You know, we're gonna have a great offense and a great defense and a great special teams. I think a lot of teams, college, pro, high school, whatever, youth, doesn't matter. They all like to say that. I think very few really put in the work. I think there's a lot of teams out there that don't put in a lot of work on special teams. They like to say
what
they
makes
do.
You think that?
Oh, I just think it takes up practice time. I think there are teams that want to say they work on it, but don't really put in the real work it takes to be good on special teams. The Rams clearly are one of those teams. They're terrible, and they fired their special teams coach. They got rid of him because he was so bad. This team is not like that. I bet if we went out and watched practice, I think we'd be amazed of how much time maybe they probably spend on it. The game planning. I think there's a difference. I think you can see it each weekend. The difference in the teams that spend a good amount of time on special teams preparation. Like the Rams used to have a really good guy back in the day with Jeff Fisher. Remember how good, when Jeff Fisher was the coach, how good the Rams special teams was? They were all.
I just remember the Rams always being good against the Seahawks when Jeff Fisher was the coach.
Yeah, but remember their special teams was really good. Like it was always the difference, it felt like, in the game. Gets back
remember the fake punt they ran one time deep in their own territory, and the kid from Bothell threw the pass.
Johnny Hecker.
Yeah, Johnny Hecker. Yeah,
Johnny Hecker. Yeah, it was great. I just think this Jay Harbaugh and this group, they're so good. They are so good at every aspect of special teams.
I wonder if you're right about what you're asserting here. And you might be, but I would think most coaches would say we understand the importance of special teams, changing the field position and maybe having an explosive play on a kickoff return. I think they understand the importance to it, and if they don't, they probably are going to get fired like the Rams guy did.
No, but I'm saying they understand it. They say it. I just don't think they actually put in the work.
Yeah,
I think there's a difference of saying it, but then do you actually put in the work? I mean, it takes a lot of practice. Special teams, if you go to any football practice, it doesn't get a lot of time. I think these guys put in the time and effort, and it shows up every single week. They flip field position with Michael Dixon, who's one of the best. Their coverage is excellent. Their return is excellent. That's why I'd like the extra day for Shaheed to come back, because I think him coming back will be very significant and change the game. And you brought up Myers. You go out there, you have confidence he's going to get the kick down every single time. It's everything. It's the snap, it's the protection, it's the holds, all of it. They're really good at it.
Yeah,
real good.
Yeah, no, they are. There's so many reasons to like the Seahawks in this game. And for the 49ers, the biggest reason to like them is Purdy and that offense. Mm-hmm. But boy, that defense, there's trouble there for them. And typically a team like that doesn't go all the way. And the other thing, and this is just a feeling I have, you look at it, and if you're a 49ers fan, you're going, man, if we can win this game against Seattle, then we play here at Levi Stadium the next two games, and then we play at Levi Stadium for the Super Bowl too. That's storybook stuff that just doesn't happen in the real life situation. I don't think that's going to happen. They're not going to have a home game in the Super Bowl. The 49ers aren't going to make it all the way. That's just my feeling as far as, I don't know, woo-woo kind of thinking. I'm not basing that on anything other than thinking that just wouldn't be right if that happened.
Usually defenses are the ones you always want to take a premier defense against a premier offense. I'm with you. We saw it. You mentioned it earlier. Broncos and Seahawks in the Super Bowl. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to count San Francisco out.
Yeah, but then again, this elite defense got torn up by Stafford and Nakua. And so
best offense in the NFL, that's going to happen.
But the 49ers make a case for being the best offense lately in the NFL.
Lately, but right now, if they played, whose offense would you take? I think we would all take the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams. Yeah.
Well, but it's the same it's the same Rams offense in the first meeting that they shut down.
Yeah. The other thing I was thinking about, I think about a lot of things, including this. Yeah. If the Seahawks lose, I'm concerned that they might drop to number 6 instead of number 5.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what
because I mean tonight. But the good news is for the Rams going into that game against the Falcons, you're not going to be as excited to play against the Falcons tonight. Now that you have no shot at winning the NFC
they're
West.
going to murder them.
All right, I'll go 50 on Atlanta plus 7.
No, just go straight up.
They're getting 7.
$50.
Yeah, I'll take the Falcons in 7.
Okay, I'll do it.
And so, yeah, you still have to root for the Rams to lose, because if they win out and the Seahawks lose to San Francisco, then you're the 6th seed and you're going to play at Chicago or at Philadelphia instead of at Tampa Bay or Carolina.
They are going to be fully motivated to beat them. They do not want to face
3 quarters.
No, they do not want to face Philadelphia on the road. No,
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't want to face Chicago at Soldier Field either.
So they want to win that game. No, but they'd face the South winner. That's who they're going to face. They're going to face either Carolina or Tampa Bay. So who do you want to face?
5 seed. You don't want to be the 6 seed.
I know that's why they're going to be motivated to win the game. They're not going to be let down.
God, you always sound so sure of yourself when you say stuff. I'm not. I'm just giving an opinion that I hope will come true and make me look smart.
Wait, didn't you just say?
Shut the hell up and give me the Falcons in 7, would you?
I got you. You get the 7.
Okay, $50.
Yeah.
All right, I'll Venmo you the money tomorrow. You were real quick on Venmoing me that what was that money on? Oh, Montana State.
Montana. I gave it right away.
You did before the game was even over.
Well, because I know how hard up you are when the check from the Social Security doesn't come in and you get all worried.
Yeah, those $200 dinners I've been going out and doing.
Yeah, maybe don't go out to $200 dinners. You'd have other money left over.
Yeah.
Hey, if we go to 70, can I buy it down to 6.5?
What? If we go to what?
70?
$70?
Yeah.
Well, you pay me 70 and I'll pay you 50?
No, if we get that line to 6.5.
Well, what's in it for me?
I don't know. The $70. $20 more for you.
Yeah, but I'll take the 7 for 50. Kirk Cousins, have you seen him? He's rejuvenated.
I've seen him before. Yes, he plays American football.
And Bijan Robinson, he's going to run all over the Rams tonight.
Oh, all right. What else?
They've been good.
Hey, you know what my observation was, and you'll love this, and I just couldn't get enough of it. I think he's one of the best broadcasters in sports. I think his son's incredible too, by the way. And usually when you got the son father thing, there's a lot of nepotism with that, right? Is the kid really good, or does he only have the job because of his dad? But Ian Eagle, I love. Like I can listen to Ian Eagle. I don't know if you're a fan or not of Ian Eagle, but I can listen to him call a game nonstop. Love it. And his kid Noah, if anyone knows who Noah Eagle is, he does football games. I think he did the Netflix game. He also does a bunch of NBA stuff. God,
that kid's young.
Oh, he's really young. He can't.
He's got perfect. He's kind of like Goldsmith. He's got perfect hair.
And he's good. Would you agree? He's good. You like
somebody tweeted out. Do you realize that Noah Eagle, if he broadcasts as long as Al Michaels does, Al Michaels at 80, that we'll be listening to Noah Eagle in 2077. And I figured it out. He's only 28. And Noah Eagle, he's great. I didn't think you liked Ian Eagle, though, because he insists on calling himself Ian instead of Ian.
Well, that's how he pronounces it. Maybe the people that go Ian are wrong, and Ian is right.
Can you imagine going through your life like that, though? Everywhere you go check in at the hotel, check in, wherever. When he was a kid in grade school. Well, Ian, welcome to second grade. Excuse me, it's Ian. I'd hate to have to correct people my whole life, and I probably would give in and go, God, I'm just going to go with Ian.
It's his name. That's what, correct it.
I know. Just agree with me on something today before you.
I live with two people that have names that everyone butchers all the time, and I see the frustration on their faces.
Okay, so Kaisa and Mari.
Yeah, but
and they call her Mary, probably.
No, it's Maria. Marja.
Okay, but you always call her Mari, though.
I know, but that's what she goes by. But I'm just saying her full name is Maria. But when people see her, they're Marja?
Well, yeah, and then Kaisa has a J in there too.
Yeah. So they
Yeah.
can't.
So what do
I'm
they try and go Kijsa?
Yeah,
Kaisa?
whatever. I don't know what they try to go with. But listening to people try to pronounce it, including family members of mine who still can't get it right. I'm like, okay. What I was going to say about Iron Eagle. Did you like the way he kept pronouncing Charbonnet? I couldn't get enough of how he would say Charbonnet. He puts like a little like Charbonnet with a carry. He couldn't wait that every time that Zach Charbonnet would get a carry, he was so excited. So excited.
Yeah.
He gives a little extra something, like the way that Charbonnet's name is just, it's a nice name. It rolls off the tongue, but there's something in the way that Iron Eagle delivers Charbonnet. It sounds more regal than anyone else. I don't know. That's what my observation.
Expect a bottle to arrive at your table while he's saying that.
Something. I couldn't get enough yesterday of the way he enunciates it. Beautiful.
Well, and he picked a perfect day to be calling the Seahawks game with Charbonnet having such a good game.
How many touchdowns he has?
I mean, how often do you like 3rd and 15 when a team does a handoff? They're conceding that their punter is going to be out there the next play, and he picks up the first down, gets past the yellow line. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great, just great. I think 11. Does he have 11 touchdowns on the year? Ties him with Marshawn Lynch, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, and he's supposedly the backup running back. Yeah, they got a good 1-2 punch going now. Have you noticed that?
They do. They do have a great 1-2 punch. I appreciate you pointing that out.
Yeah, well, it might have been some people in the dark on that.
Oh, and the other observation I had from the game, how I don't know what your stance is. My stance is whatever. I guess you do you. I don't particularly like adults in jerseys. I think it's weird. But the fact is that douchebag Panthers fan, not only did he have one jersey, he had 2 jerseys. Did you see that, idiot?
Did he change them when they were on offense and defense?
So when they go on offense, he wears, I think, a Bryce Young, and on defense, I think he was wearing the Horn jersey.
Mm-hmm.
What? I mean,
well, that's kind of creative though, because you don't see people doing that.
I know, but come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I have a hard time with that. I mean, once you get in your 60s, like my age, and you're still putting makeup on, like Mr. and Mrs. Seahawk.
Did you see the 2 Seahawks fans yesterday? I was laughing. The guy that was dressed up had the helmet on. Did you see that guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, how much money did you spend to travel all the way over there, buy tickets, and then dress up like that?
I know, but God bless them. They're having fun.
Are they?
I guess. I don't know. I still like Big Low. Is Big Low? Do we still see him at the games? I know he's had some health issues.
Okay, I asked this. I think we'd know. Big Low's still with us, right? Nothing happened to Big Low? Thumbs up from everyone?
So. I think so. I hope I'm not speaking out of turn. I love Big Low, though.
But he doesn't dress up. He wears a jersey. And,
God, and I loved Mama Blue. She was so cool.
Well, Mama Blue could do whatever she wants. Now, Mr. and what's the ones that we don't like? Mr. and Mrs. Seahawk?
I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Seahawk. You're true.
Apologies. You're probably great fans, but hey.
But stop it already. Okay.
Big Low. Yeah, remember, because didn't he always bring the sea fence?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Big Low, he's awesome.
Yeah. Still with us, right?
I think so. Yeah. I hope so. How do you transition out of that? Come on.
Meanwhile,
you're paid to do this. Puck's Posse members expect a lot from you.
I'm going to end with this, and then we'll cut you loose here. If maybe Michigan set up Sharon Moore. I don't know. But can you just imagine a university who's been a freaking embarrassment for the last decade of how they've handled everything internally with their coaches, the sign stealing, this coach that's, trying to bang OnlyFans at halftime of games, and you end up with one of the best coaches in college football, who stands for everything that's right about coaching. It was just like, if you build like a an AI bot of what you want a college football coach to be. You build this guy. Everything, the way he looks, the way he talks, the way he coaches, the way he leads, everything. Like programs like Michigan who are just cheating and behind the scenes are just a mess. They shouldn't get rewarded. And yet, because this guy was banging his assistant and then tried to like threaten himself with a butter knife to kill himself, they land Kyle Whittingham. And then because Utah, for some stupid reason, couldn't wait to give the coach in waiting the job, who probably ends up not even being a good coach, Michigan gets Kyle Whittingham.
Which begs the question, do you think you could kill yourself with a butter knife?
No.
I mean, what made him take out the butter knife instead of the bigger knife?
How could you do it? I don't know. Maybe just keep putting butter in your gut and maybe eventually you die. I don't know.
I'm with you, though, on Kyle Whittingham. Jeez. I watched his introductory statement yesterday behind the podium and just looks tougher than hell as usual. I mean, the one coach you would never want to piss off because he'd just beat the living hell out of you.
And he's just perfect Midwest football.
He just had a 2-minute opening statement. At the end of it, he goes, I'm not one of those college football coaches that likes to talk very much, so I'll just open it up to questions, And you know that he hates those college football coaches that like to talk a lot by saying that. He's just all business. Canzano, I think, reported this, and I thought it was one of the best things I've ever heard as something in someone's contract. That part about his grandkids and any kids of their grandkids down the line, they get a free education at Utah. That was part of his contract. How awesome is that? I mean, that just tells you about all you need to know about that guy. Well, family's important.
Carries over to. I wonder if it carries over now to the Michigan deal. But it's just a great hire. I was texting back when this whole story was coming out a few weeks ago, Jordan Reffett, and I told this to Reffett, and I think I can say he agreed with this. I said the best case scenario for you would be that Jed Fish gets the Michigan job, and you get Kyle Whittingham, because that was when it came out when Whittingham did the press conference. It was like, I'm not retiring. I'm in the transfer portal.
What do you think happened? Does Canzano have any details on that?
I think that they were this is the mistake of these programs. The Seahawks did this too. When you say that the guy is the coach in waiting, it just starts the clock. And so I'm sure this Morgan Scalley guy is being approached about different jobs. He's like, well, no, I'm the coach in waiting here. He's telling Utah, hey, when am I going to get my chance? I want to be the coach. He's been here for 20 years. When am I going to be the head coach of this team? And I think Utah panicked. Said, okay. Because remember, Whittingham was going to step down. I think it was last year. That kind of but then because how they finished, he was like, I'm not stepping down. I'm not going to end on this. And then he comes back, and they win 10 games. And I think this guy was like, oh, he won 10 games. Like, is he just going to change his mind every year? And so I think the word is they basically forced him out. Said, you got to be done now.
God, can you imagine forcing a guy out like that?
Who's the most who wants to keep coaching, and you're like, no, sorry. I would just respectfully say to Morgan Scalley, hey, man, he's going to keep coaching. If you want to go pursue another job, go pursue another job. Because you know what's going to happen? Morgan Scalley goes someplace else, not as good as Utah. He goes coaches, pick a school. All right, a lower level school. You know what happens in a year or two when Kyle Whittingham leaves to go take a job or retire? Morgan Scalley's the head coach of Utah.
Yeah. And he's probably better off for getting some head coaching experience along the way.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just a weird deal. I didn't quite understand why he wasn't necessarily retiring. He was all of a sudden not Utah coach, and now he's at Michigan.
Yeah, we got
and being 66. I mean, he still had a good 5 years more left in him.
I'm sure. Does he look 66 to you? No. Looks 66 to me. So we got $50 on Rams and Falcons tonight. You're getting 7.
All right. That's correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Seahawks are now favored. Do you know that?
Oh, did it flip around?
Yeah. Seahawks are now favored by 1.5. Interesting. Buccaneers, they're favored by 3 for the South. There, and then the other big game of that weekend is going to be Steelers Ravens, and Baltimore favored by 3.5. They're on the road.
All right, do some research, would you?
Okay.
Find out when the last time the Seahawks were favored in a game at San Francisco.
That seems like
What do you think? 10 years, 20 years?
10 years, 20 years? Yeah, probably. And I believe this is correct, right? The Seahawks and Mariners have never won a division title in the same year.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't think you have to research that one.
No, I think I'm pretty confident saying that that's never happened.
God, think about it. They could have won a Super Bowl and a World Series in the same year. I mean, not even come close to that.
Kind of a good year when you think of the state of Washington. Huskies had a good year.
Yep.
Cougs had a good year.
Mm-hmm.
Mariners, Seahawks. Yeah, pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Our basketball team is doing a good job of trying to bring us back to earth, though.
Hey, you know what? Big victory over the Pilots. Take it in the WC.
I watched that thing from start to finish. We're not very good, but
I did not watch it from start to finish. I said, no thanks. All right, we'll say goodbye. I don't know if we'll do anything Wednesday. Probably not. It's New Year's Eve. I think I'm going to I think we're going to tape Garofalo and tape Rob and then just put it out on Wednesday. We're not going to do anything Wednesday, but I think we got to do a show Friday. We have to. It's the day before the game. So plan on January 2nd. So don't be too hungover. Let's not have a 2-day hangover. Okay.
Yeah, I won't be hungover. I'll be ready to go, Puck.
All right. We'll see you. Godspeed. Go Cougs.
Okay. Yeah, go Cougs.
Areas Jim Moore with us Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Brought to you by A Clean Streak, also Brotherton Cadillac, and the Angry Beaver. Before we get on out of here with Hey, What the Puck? On this day, December 29th, we got some events, and we've got some birthdays as well on this day. Oh, and I got to give you a Puck Survivor update. Before I do on this day, can I do a Puck Survivor update? 5 of you are left in Puck Survivor. We're down to the last week. Now, if there is a tiebreaker, the tiebreaker is we put on the rules. A big thanks to Sandman Sports. It will be the date of entry when you signed up for Puck Survivor. But 5 of you are left right now. Grand prize, $500 on the line. Second place, $100 gift card to John Howie Steak. Third place, $50 to Georgetown Brewery. Fourth place is $50 there to Flat Stick Pub. Good luck to everyone still alive in Puck Survivor there at pucksports.com. You probably wonder where Michael Shandugar is. Mike was traveling back. I don't know if we can swing him on tomorrow. I don't know, because with the schedule this week, maybe we'll try and catch up with him. Tuesday will be a little bit different. We'll have Danny Kelly from The Ringer will be on. We'll talk college football, John Canzano. We're going to sneak into KJ Arntz with Mitch. Wednesday, likely not going to do a live show, but we're going to do something with Garofalo. We'll tape it. We'll put it out, and something with Rob Staten as well. And we'll put that out as well. No baseball stuff this week with Divish. Nothing's going on right now. Let's get through the holidays. And then no show Thursday. And then we will do a show on Friday with the day before the biggest game of the year. All right, on this day, December 29th, 1982, Paul Bear Bryant ends his coaching career at Alabama, 323 wins. On this day, 1851, December 29th, the first YMCA opened there in Boston, Massachusetts. Also on this day, December 29th, 2007, Tom Brady and the Patriots completed a perfect regular season, 16-0, the victory over the Giants. Tom Coughlin didn't mean anything to him, played all his starters, though. They were in the playoffs, played all of his starters, said because it was important to the integrity of the game, and then they end up beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl, a month later. Happy birthdays going out. Ted Danson, born in 1947, 78 today. Of course, best known for his role as Sam Malone in Cheers. Pete Dye, if you're a golf fan, you know that name. He was born in 1925, a legendary golf course designer, many courses across America, worldwide. The Pete Dye golf course, none more famous than TPC Sawgrass there in Florida. Happy birthday going out to Charles Goodyear, born on this day in 1800, American chemist and manufacturing engineer who invented the process of the creation of rubber, of course, Goodyear tires, Goodyear everything. And last but not least, happy birthday going out to number 44 in center field, the no-fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. He's only 25. Jesus, do you think Julio's older than that? He's only 25 years old today. Julio Rodriguez, who picked up the sport as a 10-year-old in the Dominican. His dad started training him when he was 12 years old. Did you know when his dad started training him as a 12-year-old, his first position based on his size that he was coaching Julio at was catcher? Because he was a big kid. Eventually he would grow out and he would move on to the outfield. Probably a wise decision. At 14, Julio ends up leaving his house. He goes to a baseball academy in the Dominican Republic, excels, playing against much older kids. At 16, the Mariners signed him as a 16-year-old. July of 2017, he received a signing bonus of $1.75 million. Happy birthday going out to Julio Rodriguez. All right, let's wrap up the show with Hey, What the Puck, brought to you by Restoration One. Reach out to them if you have any damages to your house or, again, residential or commercial property. Visit their website at restoration1.com, the North Seattle franchise. What is happening with not only just college athletics, but what is happening with college basketball is just weird. So now you can go play professionally in the G League or in Europe, or hell, there's a guy that's about to sign that played in the NBA. You can earn money, be a professional, and then now you can go back to college. The latest incident is the situation that's happening at Baylor University. College athletics is wild. I mean, it is the wild, wild west. There is zero regulation. There are zero rules. Players now being able to join teams midway through the season, by the way. And then they play for the season. They don't even have to be academically eligible anymore. They play for a period of a few months. And then when the basketball season's over, either they just transfer or they're done playing. They're just done. So they can just play the season and they're just done with the sport. So there's nothing about being required to meet any academic standards. And I just wonder, is this what everybody wants? Do you just want college sports just to become professional? And it's been professional for a while, but I mean, legitimately professional to the point where we're going to get, if it keeps going this way, where you don't even attend school. That they are just paid by the schools to play football or basketball or whatever there, and they don't even attend school, because it feels like that trend is the one that we're headed to. And I don't think it's a trend and a direction that I don't want. I'm not sure how many people want as well. All right, that's Hey, What the Puck, brought to you by Restoration One. Reach out to them. Any damage to your commercial or a residential property, restoration1.com, the North Seattle franchise. All right, big thanks to everybody watching and listening today. Thank you to all of our sponsors, as always, Limback Lumber, Georgetown Brewery, Flat Stick Pub, Restoration One. To Jim sponsors, who's with us on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, A Clean Streak, Angry Beaver, and Brotherton Cadillac. Today's Daily Puck Drop, find it up on YouTube. When you're there, subscribe to the channel. Please hit that subscribe button. Like the show, leave a comment. We'll try to get to as many as we possibly can. Also, find the Daily Puck Drop on your favorite podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, wherever you find your podcast. Also, pucksports.com. You can go there, find everything up there. Also, a way to sign up to become a Pucks Posse member. You support everything that we do here daily for free. Plus, we give you bonus shows every single week, like Inside Pitch with Ryan Divish and KJ Arntz with Mitch Levy. And again, because of how the schedule is this week with the holidays, we'll do KJ Arntz tomorrow during the live show, along with Danny Kelly and John Canzano. No live show Wednesday, but we are going to give you shows on Wednesday, including a visit with Mike Garofolo and Rob Staten. And then Thursday, no show. Back on Friday with a full Friday slate. Myself, Jim, Egan, and Troy, TroyWins.com. We'll get you caught up on all the games for the weekend. We appreciate the support as always on a Monday. Hopefully everyone had a great Christmas. Happy New Year's to everyone. And we will talk to you tomorrow. As always, we promise to be better.
No shoes, no ties.
Would anybody like to smoke some pot?
Yeah.
I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you, but you were born to rub me first.
What do you need my address for? We like to send out a mailer.
Mother of mercy, I don't speak Japanese!